Good evening. I'd like to call the May 13th, 2024 meeting of the Dare County Board of Education to order. We're meeting at the Dare County Administrative Building in Manteo, and the time is 5 p.m. Before we begin, I'd like to take a moment of silence. I'd like to recognize our Board of Commissioners here tonight, Chairman Woodard, Vice Chairman Overman, Ms. Bassnight, Mr. Ross. Thank you all for being here tonight. And as always, the support y'all put in for Dare County Schools. Good to see y'all tonight. I'll turn the meeting over to our District 2 Rep, Mr. Payne.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome. We have a full house here tonight. Glad to see everybody here. Thank you for coming. I was talking to our 3 student board members. Echo. We're good. School's almost out, but it's not out yet, guys. So all students that are still in school, we've got about 3 more weeks. Still hit the books. Don't give up yet. School year's not over, but it's been a good one. It's gone by fast. This has been a quick school year. And I know a lot of us are looking forward to the summer to kind of regroup to get ready for next year. But once again, thank you for everybody that's coming. We have a full house tonight, so let's get going, Mr. Chairman.
Ms. Charlene, if you would lead us in pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, ma'am. Our first order of business this evening is the approval of the agenda. Do I have a motion on the floor for approval of the agenda?
Motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
Motion by Ms. Balance, second by Ms. Bothwell. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Motion carries. Next, we'll turn the meeting over to Mr. Shaw for public comments.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We'll now move to public comment, and I'll read the following statement before we begin. The Dare County Board of Education welcomes the opportunity to hear from the public during its regularly scheduled meetings. The public comment period is open for members of the public, including parents and students, to voice concerns or compliments about school personnel, implementation of board policies, and the quality of the education program and/or school facilities. According to Policy 2340, presentations are limited to a maximum of 3 minutes. Obscene, vulgar, or profane statements, personal attacks, insults, and statements that are disruptive to the orderly operation of the meeting will not be permitted. We have 4 speakers tonight. The first person is Marie White. And speakers are also asked to repeat their name for the record. Ms. White?
Good afternoon, Chairman and members of the Board of Education. Oh, I'm sorry. My name's Marie White. My budget concern is that the Board of Education has stated that the early college is their #1 priority. Thought the Board of Education members were elected to represent the people of Dare County, and these people have not demanded or pushed or asked to build an early college. So why is this your #1 priority when some of the Dare County schools have very viable needs right now? The lottery funds of $25 million can only be used for school building construction. So why not use these funds for the construction of the First Flight class addition and auxiliary gym, the Manteo High School field house, and the kitchen rebuild at Cape Hatteras? Our students should not have to wait 3 to 6 more years for projects, some of which have been promised and postponed since 2018. I'm requesting that our Board of Education take care of the building needs of our current schools first. Wait for the next pot of lottery funds in 2028 to pursue the early college. I'm requesting that this board make our existing school needs your first priority. It's not too late to do the right thing. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. White. Next is Judy Cage.
My name's Judy Cage, and I have a current junior at Manteo High School and a 2022 Manteo High School graduate. I'm here as an advocate of Manteo High School's traditional students and its wonderful teaching staff. I acknowledge the value of community colleges, but your roles are not to sustain COA, in my opinion. The Dare County Board of Education is elected to represent the best interests of and distribute a budget for the benefit of all the students in Dare County. I attended a meeting on May 7th, advertised as a secondary education, parent, and community meeting. It was a slideshow narrated by the superintendent explaining the proposed early college high school. The answers the attendees received to our questions left no doubt as to the lack of support MHS can expect going forward. When asked what the potential downside to the early college would be, the superintendent's only reply, his reply was that the only downside is that his child would not get to attend it. What was made clear was the data that will be used to determine who will attend it. Grades and attendance don't matter, so anyone that might be failing 8th grade English and have 30 absences is encouraged to apply. When they are accepted, based mostly on their socioeconomic demographic that was clearly outlined, they will be rewarded with full support from collegiate level educators who will individualize and revise the student's four-year plan to be sure that they don't fail. It is proudly described by the superintendent as AVID on steroids. Those are his words, but AVID is already alive and well. The ability to obtain an associate's degree has been available since 2019, but an average of only 7.5 students per year is taking advantage of it. I got those statistics from numbers that were given to me by Mr. Bassnight. Everybody there will be able to do everything. It's going to be beautiful. They'll be bused hundreds of miles daily from Kitty Hawk and Hatteras and Eastlake, and they'll be bused early home. Special arrangements are going to be made for the athletes. Why is this being offered to 375 families while the other thousands are expected to figure it out on their own? Does that sound equal, fair, realistic, or sustainable? Why don't all Dare County students receive this benefit? We didn't get an answer to that question either. The most concerning fact to me was that the acceptance is based on an interview, which allows the interviewer's personal bias to be the one factor that grants or robs a child of these benefits. Every day we are faced with the choice of needs versus personal wants and agendas.
10 more
Please
seconds,
think
Ms.
about
Cage.
which of those the proposed new project really is. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Cage. Next is Rebecca Spencer.
Good afternoon, Chairman and the Board of Education. Oh, Rebecca Spencer,
Oh,
sorry.
we're fine. That's me. I'm doing something wrong.
I didn't say anything bad.
Technology, help me out here. Okay. Let's try that.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No problem. Rebecca Spencer. Good evening, Chairman and Board of Education. No matter if you are pro or con on early college coming to Dare County, the financial budget in the 10 existing schools should take first priority. During the Dare County Board of Commissioners meeting on May 7th, 2024, David Twitty, Chairman of Board of Ed, went on record stating the Board of Education's first priority is early college when asked by Chairman Robert Woodward Sr. This can be found on the Dare County's Commissioner's website recording of the May 7th meeting between the time of 2:25:08 through 2:25:13. The first priority should be the quality and safety of the existing 10 schools within the county that currently house 5,000 students instead of a new building that will only house up to 50 students the beginning year with a maximum of 300 in future years. There are currently 9 items on the capital improvement plan which require repair and maintenance for our existing schools. Many of these items have been pushed back for over 5+ years. Some of these items consist of Manteo High School field house, tennis court, track, mold in an English classroom where kids are currently taking class in a library. Manteo Elementary School gym floor, Kitty Hawk Elementary School playground, First Flight High School add-on and auxiliary gym, First Flight Middle School leaking roof, and Cape Hatteras cafeteria/kitchen. Dare County School Superintendent Steve Bassnight stated, "We've got to continue and catch up providing maintenance to our building. It is the little drips that end up creating big holes. If you address the drips and take care of it now, you don't have to pay for the big hole to get fixed later." And so we are consciously pursuing things that we are trying to get ahead of before they cause us a problem that costs 6 figures. This was at the Board of Commissioners meeting on May 7th, 2024. This can be found on the Dare County's Commissioner website as well from the May 7th meeting between 2/2010 through 2/2038. The allotted lottery monies to build the early college in the amount of $25 million also fall within limits and guidelines to cover many of these repairs for our current schools. All remaining funds that are not being used will not be taken away, but can be left and added to the next capital fund in 2028 for future growth of Dare County schools. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Ms. Spencer. And our final speaker is Karen Spencer.
Hello, Karen Spencer. I stand before you today. I have a kid in middle school, a kid that just graduated, and a kid in Manteo High School. Why have I not received a survey stating if my or my child would be interested in this? Why is the information from the public not verified by the county commissioners beforehand? Why is early college your top priority over existing schools? Why can't we have a trade school where kids graduate with a welding, HVAC, electric, cosmetology, law enforcement, auto mechanic, boat building, massage therapy, construction, dental assisting degree instead of a dual enrollment? If we had trade school, it would be open to everyone. I currently have a child attending Cape Fear after graduating early to acquire his trade certificate, his housing and a job in Dare County waiting for him. He would have not qualified for early college requirements, but a trade school. This would also put workers back in our community that we desperately need. Why is it that we need 50 to 300 students in early college before the 5,000 current Dare County students? Why is a new school in the amount of $25 million needed? We have many current needs in our school systems. Will Dare County schools own the property that the school is on? Lottery money is paying for the build and how this will affect the future budget. Dare County school budget is having trouble keeping up with the expenses and repairs currently needed. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Spencer. Mr. Chair, that's all the public comment for this evening.
Thank you, Mr. Shaw. We'll move now to announcements. Last week was Teacher and Staff Appreciation Week for Dare County Schools, and we celebrated with all of our staff throughout that full week. I'd like to take the opportunity personally and publicly to thank Dare County Schools staff for the outstanding job they do each and every day for our students and the difference in their lives. So thank you, Dare County Schools staff, for what you do. Next, I'll turn it over to Mr. Bassnight.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. If you don't mind, I'll go down to the podium. Mr. Chairman, members of the board, this evening feels like a celebration, but it's also a little bittersweet when it comes to this first recognition. Tonight is the last meeting for our first ever group of student advisors to the Board of Education. When we began discussing the possibility of having students as part of the Board of Education meetings, we had a vision that turned into a plan that was followed by applications and interviews that added a new role to Dare County Schools for Miss Isabella Alexander, Miss Sherilyn Mendineta Lozano, and Miss Anna Tinch. As high as my expectations were for the contributions that these students would bring to our Board of Education meetings, these three young ladies have far exceeded all expectations. To say that they've set the bar high for all of those to follow would be an extreme understatement. On behalf of Chairman Twitty and the members of the Dare County Board of Education, I want to thank each of you for your time, your thoughts, your insights, your perspectives, and for helping to establish a way for our students to be involved in the decision-making process for all of Dare County schools. Ladies, you have represented not only your schools, but all Dare County schools in a way that you can all be very proud of. Please know we offer our most sincere congratulations and a huge thank you for making this addition to our Board of Education a tremendous success. We're going to take a group shot and then we'll have families come up and join them.
So we do have plaques for our student advisors today, just to remember their time with us. Oh, yeah.
Each of the families want to come up and take a photograph with them. You're more than welcome to do.
So while the families are transitioning sort of up this way, girls, I just want to share a few other things with you. So your recognition this evening, we do have those plaques for you, but there are a few more things coming your way. So I'll wait, come on. Okay. All right. Okay. Almost there. Okay. Okay. Look at that, what a great picture. We'll both go. Okay, all right, come on. Yep. So just very quickly, some of the other recognitions for our students. First of all, I want to take the opportunity for thanking you for being on this journey with me. We started with some training last summer, and you've really made my job easy in working with you, so I really appreciate that. So some of the things you can expect during your graduation celebrations, the board has invited our student advisors to join them on the stage. For each graduation ceremony and board, those young ladies have accepted, so they will be sitting with the board on the graduation stage for graduation. So I'm excited about that. We also have graduation regalia for them. Typically, our board members wear a sash that recognizes them as a Board of Education, so you'll have one of those to keep along with a cord that's teal color to represent Dare County. The last couple of things for this evening, it's a bit of a retirement ceremony. We are going to retire your nameplates, so you take those home with you. And I guess you can't always be a student advisor, but that's your first step to being a CEO in some big company. So, and your coffee cup, you'll need that too as your transition. So again, thank you so much for the work you've done. You've set a trail, blazed a trail, if you will, for those that follow, and I'm so proud of you. So congratulations.
Next, do we have Kay Patters? There we go. We're trying something new tonight. We're going to start making it available, our Board of Education meetings available in Kay Patter Secondary School for anyone that wants to come and watch the meeting or give public comment there at the school. So we're going to try it out tonight by doing a little recognition. Ladies, can you hear me? Okay, good. I know that there aren't too many superintendents in the entire world that get to give this next recognition. On April 28th, Kay Patter Secondary School DECA marketing students, Kristen Bennett, Ann Lord, and Emma Riggs, presented their Coastal Care Packs project at the International Career Development Conference in Anaheim, California. The International Career Development Conference is a worldwide competition of Distributive Education Clubs of America, or DECA, career and technical education programs. The competition included over 23,000 students from around the world. This team competed against 180 teams in the community giving category and was the only team from North Carolina to advance to the final round of the category. The team's inspiration for the project originated from team member Ann Lord's personal experience with foster care and a desire to make the sometimes abrupt transitional challenges into a new foster home a smoother process for children and their host families. Working with Dare County Social Services and local foster care families, the team raised funds and collected donations to fill backpacks with care items that were specific to different age groups. The backpacks gave the children essentials that they could call their own at a time when they were entering an unfamiliar situation. Dare County Schools would like to greatly thank Kay Patter Secondary School DECA advisors Darren Moore and Suzanne Jeanette, and Dare County Schools Director of Career and Technical Education, Dr. Shannon Castillo, for their support with these students. We are thrilled to congratulate this team for finishing in the top 20 in the entire world for their project. Congratulations, Kristen, Ann, and Emma, for your work on this project, your compassionate work to bring attention to foster care, and for your tremendous accomplishment.
Thank you.
Would y'all like to say anything? You're more than welcome to. Tell us a little bit about the competition.
Emma? Okay. So it was a really great opportunity and experience to be able to go to California for our project. We're so thankful to everyone who helped get us there, and to our advisors, and to Shannon for helping us get there. It was a wonderful experience, and I'm glad that we got to raise awareness and help out the foster kids in Dare County.
Thank you very much for all your work, and we're very proud of you. Our next recognition As the board knows, we have been trying to get this next group scheduled for at least 3 months now, but their baseball games took place on Monday afternoons, and I believe there were 8 of them on the baseball team. But we have them with us tonight. The 2023-2024 Manteo Middle School men's basketball team accomplished something this year that very few teams ever achieve. The last time a Manteo Middle School basketball team had an undefeated season was 24 years ago in 2000, and they had another one in the early 1990s. An extra bonus to this is each one of those undefeated seasons was coached by members of the same family. I would like to add that I was asked to speak alongside some outstanding members of our community at the Manteo Middle School men's basketball banquet for this group. And the maturity, professionalism, and grace that these players exhibited that night was truly inspirational. Mr. Chairman and Board of Education members, it is with great honor I am proud to present to you the 2023-2024 undefeated conference champions, the Manteo Middle School men's basketball team. Come on up, so we can get a picture.
Okay.
Tonight is my honor to recognize someone who the majority of time prefers to stay out of the limelight. Yet, the impact of her job for the students and staff in our schools is extraordinary. Having spent the majority of my career in Dare County schools and knowing all the incredible things that our students and staff members do every day, when I first took over here in Dare, I felt we needed someone who could regularly celebrate all the great people that we are so incredibly blessed to work with. I tell folks all the time, we can either tell our story or someone will make it up for us. And it absolutely goes without saying, she does a tremendous job in all aspects of getting the word out about both our students and our staff accomplishments. She is everywhere, all the time. I know because I see her there. She jokingly told us this morning in our directors meeting that she got a full 2-hour nap over Mother's Day weekend and everyone in the room applauded. By now, you've probably figured out that in honor of last Friday being National School Public Relations Association's School Communicators Day, we are honored to celebrate Dare County Schools Public Relations and Information Officer, Ms. Hannah Nash, for the incredible job she does for our schools.
It's official. That's what I said. It's official.
And finally, it is my pleasure to notify the board of an audit report that we received from the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services. We received an audit report submitted for the fiscal year ending June 30, 2023. The auditor's report for Dare County Schools did not disclose any instances of noncompliance with laws and regulations for which the North Carolina Department of Human Services is responsible for resolution. Accordingly, no corrective action is necessary, and resolution of this audit is closed with respect to the programs of financial assistance administered by the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services. Sincerely, Secretary Kinsey. Congratulations to everyone and all those that do such tremendous work to make sure that that takes place. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Bass Knight. The board will take about a 5. Excuse me, yeah, students. Thank you. Ms. Tinch?
Good evening. Kitty Hawk Elementary School families and students attended our K through 2 music performance based on the book House for Hermit Crab, where students sang songs they composed. They also read the book aloud, incorporating literature and music. There was an abundance of cuteness at this event. Families and students came to Science Night, sponsored by a Duke Energy Giant grant, to learn experiments and fun, make and take projects from our 5th grade students. During the month of April at First Flight Elementary School, students and teachers were working hard on their STEAM projects using the project-based learning mindset. All projects were aligned to NC standard course of study in ELA, math, science, and social studies, and all grade levels interviewed experts in the community that connected their projects to the real world. Students presented their STEAM projects to their families and guests on Thursday, April 25th. We had an awesome turnout with 151 students coming to present their projects. First Flight Elementary was full of students and families with pride as they shared their work with the community. We had an awesome Staff Appreciation Week where all staff members at First Flight Elementary School were celebrating because all of our staff members at First Flight Elementary School are teachers in different ways to our students. Administration worked closely with our FES PTO as all staff bathrooms were redesigned with comfort in mind. All staff received lunch, breakfast, snacks, ice cream, and treats all week, and all staff participated in appreciation challenges. Staff came to the front office each morning, spun the spinner, and won either a grab bag, appreciation challenge, or a big prize. All staff are winners at FES, and it was awesome to observe all staff showing appreciation for each other. A big thank you to our PTO and families for providing the funds for our prizes so we could shower all our staff with love and appreciation. Thank you to the school board for providing donuts for our staff on Friday. The month of May is really busy at First Flight Middle School. All of the 5th graders at N.C.G.S, FFES, and FKHES have visited our school to learn what a typical day of school is like at First Flight Middle School, take a tour, and ask questions. We also held a Rising 6th grade night for these kids and their parents and guardians last week that was very well attended. Recently, our SGA planned a mock election for our students. The primary voting was done by a Google form and resulted in the top 3 flavors of mango, raspberry, and pina colada. On May 2nd, we had volunteers from the League of Women Voters who came out and had all of our students complete a ballot vote for their favorite flavor. They were all given future voter stickers and will celebrate the winning of the flavor of raspberry when Sunset Slushy comes to visit on May 17th, thanks to a grant provided by our PTO. Our band, orchestra, and chorus programs attended the yearly festival at Old Dominion University, where they all earned a gold award. We have an upcoming program, Pops on the Lawn, coming up on May 21st. And finally, for First Flight High School, we gathered together on May 3rd, 2024, to honor the outstanding achievements of our state champion athletes. It was a joyous occasion where we applauded the talents and dedication of our students. During the ceremony, we proudly announced Ms. Hunter Anderson as the 2024 to 2025 Teacher of the Year and Ms. Shannon Ewers as the Classified Employee of the Year. Their contributions have been invaluable. 7 of our remarkable senior athletes were celebrated on their signing day, which took place on April 25th. They will be setting off on new adventures at 7 different universities, engaging in 7 different sports. Additionally, 2 more seniors have recently committed to pursuing their athletic dreams at their chosen universities in 2 other sports. The accomplishments of the class of 2024 are truly inspiring as they continue to excel in both sports and academics at the collegiate level. Our spring sports teams have made it to at least the first round of state playoffs, demonstrating their skill and determination. Currently, our boys lacrosse, girls soccer, track, and tennis teams are competing at the state level, positioning us strongly for the Wells Fargo Cup this season. The class of 2024 achieved something truly extraordinary, securing $2,555. I'm sorry, oh my goodness, $200 $55,581 in local scholarships and an impressive $2,203,500 in school-specific scholarships. We continued the celebration by honoring seniors on National Decision Day and National Signing Day. Over 100 seniors participated in a celebratory event in the cafeteria alongside a group of students embarking on various paths, whether in the military, the workforce, or university, based on their high school, career, tech pathways. Many students are graduating and moving forward with COA's DARE Guarantee funds to support their training or pursuit of an associate's degree. The Career Technical Education program remains a beacon of excellence on our campus, with students engaging in diverse events such as Military Career Day and Transportation Careers Day or Auto Show. Taking their learning beyond campus, students visited the OBX Hospital for a Healthcare Careers Day, while our ELL program explored COA DARE through an insightful tour. The spirit of achievement and success is vibrant at our school, and we are immensely proud of all our students and staff for their hard work and dedication. Congratulations to everyone on their remarkable accomplishments.
Good evening, and here are some of the updates of what's going on in the Manteo schools. Beginning with Manteo Elementary, they're reaching their goal of keeping family, staff, and student engagement high towards the end of the school year. Over 300 families were on campus for their DLI family night, and 135 students attended their local math night. Additionally, they were able to execute MES instructional rounds after concreting their efforts around sharing high-leverage student engagement strategies from a recent professional development at a recent staff meeting. It's also EOG season, and MES is making EOG practice fun through grade-level morning reviews and an upcoming family pancake night where tutoring, fellowship, and student praise writing opportunities will take place. Finally, a warm congratulations to the 24-25 Teacher of the Year, Ms. Jordan Reeks, and Classified Employee of the Year, Ms. Marian Barrera Membrano. At Manteo Middle School, several students received awards and recognition for their artistic talents at the Dare County School Spring Art Show and the Roanoke Island Women's Club Art Contest. Last week was Teacher Appreciation Week, and students and staff had a great time participating in both Spirit Week and Teacher Appreciation Week. MMS would like to give a warm thank you to families, PTO, and local organizations for all of the thoughtful acts of appreciation. Upcoming events include a spring concert on May 15th at 6 p.m. featuring the orchestra, chorus, and band, and the annual Bravies Award Night on May 17th at 7 p.m. to honor the athletes. Finally, at Manteo High School, we want to recognize some of our outstanding students and their accomplishments. We welcomed new members to the National Technical Honor Society and to the National Art Honor Society this month. The athletic department hosted a Commitment Day event to recognize seniors who will be playing collegiate sports. In music, sophomore trumpet player Adiana Barbosa was selected to the State of NC Military Child Honor Band. She traveled to Jacksonville, North Carolina this week, where she will join other military children from around the state for a high school military child band clinic and honorary band concert. 3 of our seniors recently graduated with an associate's degree from COA through the dual enrollment program. Noah Blaylock and Anakin Robb received their welding diplomas, and Giselle and Cisco Ramirez graduated with her associate's degree in arts. She was also awarded the President's Cup Award from COA. This award is only given to one student each year between all 4 of the COA campuses and is considered to be one of COA's highest awards. Finally, congratulations to our girls track team, who are the 2A regional champs. And I want to say thank you for the basketball boys for being here. You guys are really an embodiment of what it means to be great student athletes, so we're proud of you. Thank you.
Good evening. At C.G.S. on Thursday, May 9th, C.G.S. hosted Math Night. We had 15 different stations throughout the building that each family traveled around to and participated in group math games. It was well attended and an engaging event designed to foster a love for mathematics among students and their families, and to serve as a bridge between classroom learning and home support. Through a variety of interactive games puzzles, and activities. Math Night aims to demystify math concepts, making them accessible and enjoyable for all participants. The event not only highlights the importance of mathematical skills in everyday life, but also encourages a collaborative learning environment where families can explore the fun side of math together. By providing parents with strategies and resources, Math Night empowers them to support their children's learning journey, reinforcing basic skills that are crucial for academic success and beyond. This initiative exemplifies our school's commitment to engaging the community in educational excellence, promoting a positive attitude towards math, and supporting our students' growth both inside and outside the classroom. At CHSS, to reiterate how my congratulations to Kristen Bennett and Lord Emma Riggs. They presented their Coastal Care Packs, a project aimed to support children in foster care at the international competition on April 28th and placed in the top 20 worldwide in the community giving category at the DECA International Career Development Conference in Anaheim, California. CHS's team project stood out among the competition for its care and creativity in addressing a critical need for children in the foster care system. I just want to say how proud I am of them. I'm a DECA student. I am so proud of them. I mean, they were the only group from our chapter that made it, that won at states. And I think that it's just, their project was just amazing. And I'm so happy for them and happy that they placed top 20 because they deserve it. 31 students from the 8th grade traveled to Washington, D.C. for 3 packed days seeing the National History Museum, the American History Museum, the Holocaust Museum, the National Mall, the Nationals Play the Orioles, and the Washington Zoo. The students enjoyed an amazing experience and created a lifelong memories. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ladies. At this time, we'll take a 5-minute recess. I'd like to call the meeting back to order, and if I can, Ms. Isabella, would you like to finish your presentation with Nags Head Elementary?
I'm sorry, Nags Head Elementary School, for forgetting you, but I'm going to read the Nags Head Elementary School highlights now. So at Nags Head Elementary School, we have shown our love for our staff through Teacher Appreciation Week. We played the game Survivor in our building, where teachers have taken turns spinning the Wheel of Fortune each day and have enjoyed completing acts of kindness and silly tasks like Masked Singer Challenge for points. Some lucky spinners have landed on the big prize giveaway. Local businesses have been so generous to donate gift certificates and swag bags for those winners. Who will the ultimate survivor be? Stay tuned to find out. We also recently celebrated our third 9-week award ceremony for K-5 students, and we hosted our first ever club day for those students who met their behavior goals in the third 9 weeks. Staff at Nags Head Elementary hosted various clubs throughout the building, and students got the opportunity to select 2 clubs of their interest to explore. It was such a fun day for staff and students. Also, a big thank you to the Dare County Education Foundation. Kelly Flora and Sierra Williams were 2 recent DEF grant recipients. Their grants will continue to support PBIS and EL initiatives at N.C.G.S. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Next, we'll move to the approval of the consent agenda. Do I have a motion on the floor to approve the consent agenda?
Mr. Chairman, I move we approve the consent agenda.
I have a motion by Ms. Bothwell. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Woody. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Motion carries. Next, we'll move to reports and items of information, and I'll turn the meeting over to Ms. Balance.
So we've been going back in our schools and delivering donuts to the various schools. The board members have been in there in the mornings. We went to Cape Hatteras Elementary School, and I have to say it's been really fun to see. Each school has such a different morning routine, and just to see how they each work together as teams has been really enlightening. I've really enjoyed seeing that part of it. But one of the things they do at Cape Hatteras Elementary is they all take turns. They rush down to get their donut, and then they would go cover someone's class so that they could come down. And it was just a great atmosphere. They were all laughing and having fun together. And it was just really cool way to see them start their day. So I hope that is something that continues into the new year, new school year, that it's just been so much fun to be back in the school. So it was really good.
Well, thank you. I appreciate the update. We'll move the meeting over to unfinished business. Mr. Bassnight?
Mr. Chairman, board members, during the budget workshop on April 30, 2024, the board discussed revising the capital improvement plan that was originally approved on April 15, 2024. By moving the $400,000 designated for field house improvements at Manteo High School to fiscal year 24-25, and moving the cost of Manteo High School chiller replacements to a 2-year period with $715,000 funded in 24-25 and the balance of $400,000 to be funded in 2025-26 when the chiller project is to go into service. No action was taken at your workshop. The board decided to continue the discussion in the May board meeting. A draft copy of the CIP with the proposed changes is attached to the board's review. Mr. Chairman, I recommend the board approve the revised capital improvement plan for 24-25 through 28-29 as presented.
Before we move to a motion, is there any discussion from any of the board members based on our last workshop? With that being said, do I have a motion on the floor to approve the revised capital improvement plan for 24-25 through 28-29 as presented?
Mr. Chairman, I move we approve the revised capital improvement plan for 2024 to 2029 as presented.
Have a motion by Mr. Brower.
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Woody. Any further discussion on this? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Motion carries. Mr. Bass.
Yes, sir. According to state law, each local Board of Education must adopt a proposed budget by May 15th for the upcoming school year. Ms. Anna McGinnis, Interim Director of Finance, presented a recommended budget to the board during a budget workshop on April 30, 2024. The recommended budget includes the following: operating budget, state, federal, and local funds, capital improvement plan, capital outlay budget, school nutrition budget, ASEP budget, and student fees. I am also extremely excited to announce that during the budget workshop, the board directed that the additional funding from the commissioners of $1,631,841 from Dare County for the purpose of supplementing current employee compensation be included, and asked that a proposed plan of how to allocate these funds be presented at a future board meeting. Additionally, the board agreed to review the fee schedule for school nutrition, the after-school program, and out-of-district tuition for their June 2024 board meeting. This is the second reading, and I am recommending that the board adopt the proposed budget for the 2024-25 as presented. The budget will be amended by the board when revenues are finalized from the state.
So we have a motion, we have a recommendation by Mr. Bass, our superintendent. Do I have a motion on the floor to adopt the proposed budget 2024-2025 that's being presented tonight? We have a motion by Mr. Payne. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Balance. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any nays? Aye carries.
Can I just say again, I want to thank the commissioners for your support of this board and the things that we appreciate so much, how much you support us and providing extras for our staff when we can. So thank you for that.
Thank you, Ms. Balance. Next, I'll turn the meeting over to Mr. Shaw to present the second reading of our proposed policy manual updates.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. There are 4 policies that are brought forward tonight for second reading. They were presented for first reading at a previous board meeting for the opportunity for the board members and the public to review and make any suggestions or comments. I'm not aware of any changes to these policies, but certainly would entertain any questions that board members might have about these policies.
Is there any questions from the board to Mr. Shaw? With none being asked, is there a motion on the floor to adopt the policy manual update as presented? Motion by Ms. Bothwell. Do I have a second? I'll second. Second by Mr. Woody. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye. 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 Any nays? Aye carries. Mr. Shaw, you're back up on new business for.
On new business, there are 6 new policies being recommended for first reading. Again, the policy of the board is to have new policies presented for a first reading and then have them approved on a second reading, which gives the opportunity for the public and the board to review the policies and ask any questions. Like most policies, these were derived from recommendations from the North Carolina School Boards Association, which has a policy team. Most of the school boards in the state utilize this policy service, and in Dare County, the recommended policies come in and then are reviewed by administrators and board council for any revisions, suggested improvements, or anything particular to Dare County. So the board is not to act on these tonight. It's policies 1310, parental involvement, policy 2127, board technology use, policy 4040, staff-student relations, policy 4240, child abuse and related threats to child safety, policy 4270, concussion and head injury, and new policy 7232, discrimination and harassment in the workplace. And along with that would be the rescission of current policy 1712, equal employment opportunity. These are presented for first read. If any board members have any questions now, be glad to look at those, or we invite any questions, comments during the next month. We'll incorporate any changes when we come back next month.
So we saw these at the policy meeting that we had, and we were pretty comfortable with most of it. That I would just encourage the board members to continue to look through 1310. This is one of the policies that came up through the Parents' Bill of Rights. This was one of the ones that we passed in December because we had a deadline. But as reading through this, I can see where there's quite a few concerns that may come up as far as for our teachers and our administrators and how they implement some of the different things that come before them from parents or from teachers. So it is down for just first read, so you have time. But if you have any questions about this, please reach out to the policy committee. I feel like we're probably going to spend quite a bit of time on this at the next meeting. The committee also did ask Rachel and Brian to look through a couple extra things. So we have already gotten 2 revisions on this since the policy meeting. So I expect that to continue, but please reach out to us and let us know if you have anything that concerns you. But I feel like a lot of these Bill of Rights policies that we have had to pass on a deadline may start coming back to us, as when we read them through them the first time, we had some concerns. And I don't foresee that going away necessarily, but.
That's a very fair comment. As Marilyn had mentioned, there was a statutory obligation to get those policies in effect. Everybody waited for the School Boards Association to come up with the draft so that nobody was just creating these on the fly. But it's a recognition that the statute is vague in some ways. It can be interpreted different ways. The thought was, let's comply with the statute, get the policy in effect, and then if we think there need to be any modifications, certainly let's look at it. There are some controversial pieces in it, and different boards can go different ways. So I do echo Ms. Bounce's statement. Take a close look at that, and we'll be glad to entertain any comments.
Thank you, Mr. Shaw. Any other board members like to comment on any policies? That being said, can I have Ms. Fallon come up and talk to us about the exception of the Trailblazer Grant for Cape Hatter Secondary School and First Light Middle School?
Yes, thank you. So the Dare County Schools Policy 8220 sets forth the provisions for gifts and bequests. Through this policy, the Board of Education reserves the right to determine the appropriateness of each gift or contribution for the educational programs of the school system and either accept or reject those. I bring to you this evening 2 grants that have been received. If you remember, last month we had 1 Trailblazer grant, and this month we have 2. Cape Hatteras Secondary School and First Light Middle School have each been awarded a Trailblazer grant in the amount of $10,000 from the North Carolina Youth Outdoor Engagement Commission. The grant for Cape Hatteras Secondary School will be used to help fund the Cape Hatteras Secondary School Sailing Club. Students participating in the club will learn about seamanship, weather, and safety on the water, and students will also work on obtaining the boater safety certification. The grant for First Flight Middle School will be used to fund the First Flight Middle School Right Flight Club, where students will take hang gliding lessons through Kitty Hawk Kites and participate in field trips to the Wright Brothers Museum, the Virginia Air and Space Museum, and the Currituck Regional Airport to see and also the Elizabeth City State University's aviation program. So that's just a little bit about those 2 grants with our schools. So the recommendation is that you accept these grants in the amount of $10,000 each for Cape Hatteras Secondary School Sailing Club and the First Flight Middle School Wright Flight Club.
So we have on the floor tonight a motion to approve both of these grants of $10,000 to Cape Hatter Secondary and the First Light Middle School.
Mr. Chairman, I move we accept the Trailblazer grants from N.C.G.S. Youth Outdoor Engagement Commission in the amount of $10,000 each for Cape Hatteras Secondary School Sailing Club and First Flight Middle School Wright Flight Club as requested. And I'd like to add that it is just another example of how our community comes together to support our children, and we appreciate that so much.
Thank you.
We have a motion on the floor by Ms. Balance. Do I have a second? Second by Mr. Payne. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any nays? Motion carries as aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. This concludes our business portion of our meeting tonight. I'd like to now take the opportunity to open the floors to our board members for comment. Mr. Payne, would you like to start it out?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Once again, with our county commissioners here, thank you so much for your support of Adair County Schools. It means a lot, and for our graduates to be able to attend COA at no charge. That's just unbelievable for our students. The students that would like to attend COA, you can finish your credits for prerequisites to a four-year school, and we also have trades opportunities also in HVAC, plumbing, electric, and others. So, hats off to COA for helping out Adair County Schools also. Once again, to all students that are listening, school's not out yet. Continue the homework, work hard in your classes, and let's finish the school year out strong. Thank you.
Ms. Balance?
I want to say too, just to reiterate how proud I am of the DECA team. We also have a runner that is going to be attending state. So we're very proud of our athletes at Cape Hatteras. I had the opportunity to go to a North Carolina Inlet and Waterways meeting last week and had a presentation from Carteret Community College where there's a teacher there, Scott Leahy, who is doing working on a living shoreline certification program, and it's pretty amazing. He's working on ways to bring that to other community colleges up and down the coast, and I look forward to an opportunity that we could somehow maybe bring that in for COA or our CSI. I think it would be a perfect fit for us. So it was really interesting, a lot of really good stuff happening. And then I just want to address, I know this early college thing is a tough thing. It is an opportunity for students, and that's who I'm giving the voice to. I want to speak to the students that need that extra support and love, and that we can provide an opportunity for them to be in our buildings and to be in a position where they can excel and build a stronger future for themselves. Those who may not have parents who are willing or able to give them the support that they need. And I know I would encourage anybody who is not sure about it to look into it a little deeper, go visit one. That's what it took for me to see it. But as soon as I walked in and I saw these students and the effect that it had on those children, it was a no-brainer that I would support it 100%. So I encourage you to look for opportunities to learn more about it, because it's not for everyone, but for those that need and can excel under those situations, we created the dual enrollment for kids who excelled under that. We have AP classes for kids who excel under that. I just find out more before you make your decision on whether you'll support it or not, because it really is an amazing opportunity for students. Thank you.
Mr. Woody?
I agree with everything that Mary Ellen just said. I'm excited about the early college. I just put two kids through college and $70,000 it cost me. So if I could save the parents $35,000 to $100,000 for them to have a 2-year degree, I'm for it. And correct me if I'm wrong, but it's not just those that are going to college. It's going to include, those that want to go to trade school. It's going to include, electrical, plumbing, nursing, all those other different courses that are out there. I mean, but I'm looking forward for it.
Even if you enlist in the military, if you enlist with an associate's degree, you enlist at a higher pay grade.
Ms. Bothwell?
Yeah, my sales were just deflated by those two, but that's okay. No, I would encourage all of you that are listening or here in the audience to do your research about this. Go visit one of the schools, like Mary Ellen said. I was not a fan of this when it first came up over 1.5 years ago, but I went to JP Knapp and I went to Ash, that was the other one we went to. Yeah, in Rocky Mount. And the if you could see those kids' faces and how they could speak up and where they had no voice before, I mean, we heard from the teachers, we heard from the kids. It gave them an opportunity to do something to better themselves and hopefully better their families. And just do your research, ask the superintendent for more information. He's given a lot of these speeches, but nobody seems to be hearing what he's saying. So I would just encourage you to do some research. Thank you. And thanks to the commissioners for being here and supporting us so well.
Mr. Wicker?
I'd like to thank everyone for coming up tonight, for your comments, and have a good evening.
Mr. Brown?
Yeah, I'd like to thank our student advisors. It was a pleasure working with you all. And I'd like to reiterate everything that Mr. Bass and I said about that. And we're looking forward to introducing the new ones here, I guess, at the next meeting. And that's all I have.
Thank you. Anna?
I just want to say thank you so much for this whole past year. I have some things I want to say about it, but I'm going to try to keep it short. If I had to pick one word to describe this experience, position, and this team, it would be inspiring. It has truly been amazing to get to work beside such involved and passionate people, especially those who are passionate about my own school district, just like I am. This community is an amazing one to work for and to work towards. Being involved in this community and this team specifically was one of the best experiences I had in high school. And I want to thank each board member, Superintendent Bass Knight, my amazing fellow student advisors, and especially Ms. Fallon for everything they do and for making this experience so enjoyable. There is really something that being involved in your community ignites within you, and I'm beyond grateful for Dare County providing me opportunities to experience that. And I'm super excited to see what's in store for the future of student advisors here in Dare County. So thank you guys so much.
I want to start off by thanking my family for coming with me. Miss Brooks over there, I see her over there, and my community. I've always wanted to support my community. I help out with like kids, and I never thought that I would have this opportunity. But thank you to Dare County Schools, I was able to have this opportunity where I can represent my school and like just all the schools in Dare County. I've had a pleasure working with all of you guys. I know it's only 9 months, but it was like one meeting a month, but it was still an opportunity of a lifetime. And I can't wait to see what the next student advisors have for us. Thank you.
Can I stand so I can see everyone? I feel like I can't. No. So I have a few things to say, but it's the last time you'll have to hear me talk. So it's with a bittersweet heart that I stand before you today, bidding farewell to a role that has been both rewarding and fulfilling beyond measure. Serving as a student advisor to the Board of Education has been both a privilege and an honor. Throughout my time at this position, I've had the incredible opportunity to work alongside dedicated educators, passionate students, and visionary leaders who are committed to shaping the future of education. Together, we've embarked on a journey filled with meaningful discussions, innovative ideas, and impactful initiatives aimed at enhancing the education experience for all. As I reflect on the experiences and memories we've had, I'm filled with gratitude for the unwavering support and collaboration of each member of this esteemed board. Your dedication to fostering student success and advocating for their voices to be heard has left an indelible mark on me, and I am deeply grateful for the opportunity to have been a part of such a remarkable team. Whether I've seen you all in the community, you've always come up to me and we've had good conversation, and I truly feel like I've been a part of this team this year. To the students whom I've had the privilege of representing, thank you for entrusting me with your hopes, dreams, and concerns. Your passion, resilience, and unwavering commitment to making a difference in our schools and communities have been an endless source of inspiration for me, and I am immensely proud of all that we have accomplished together. As I prepare to embark on the next chapter of my journey, I carry with me the lessons I've learned, friendships forged, and memories cherished during my time as a student advisor. While I may be stepping down from this role, my dedication to advocating for students and championing the values of equity, inclusion, and excellence in education will remain unwavering. In closing, I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you for your support, guidance, and friendship throughout this incredible journey. It has been an honor and a privilege to serve as student advisor to the Board of Education, and I am filled with optimism for the bright future that lies ahead of us for our students and our schools. Thank you once again for the opportunity to be a part of this extraordinary team, to learn and to grow.
Thank you. If I can have y'all three stand, please. On behalf of the Board of Education, it's been an honor working with y'all, and all the hard work that y'all put behind the scenes of getting the information from the school levels to bring to our board is very appreciative. And thank you so much for what y'all, as you said, a student advisory, that's what y'all been. You've been advising us and sharing with your schools and giving that information. So I just want to say thank you. And also I'd like to say thank you to the public comments tonight. It makes us strong as a board to listen to our community members when they come in and speak. I hope you don't take it that we're just sitting up here today just writing something down, because that's not the case. This board is truly strong, involved in our community. We want to be there for our students and our staff. And when the community comes together, like tonight, to do a presentation and public comment, I know it's not I know it's not easy. I know some of you have to take off time to come off of work to come here, but we do appreciate your comments and we will listen. And the commissioners, thank you so much. Each and every day out here tonight, with your support. I know your other commissioners had other events probably, but if they could have been here, they've been here as well. But just to show with the increase of our operation from the county, and showing that we are trying to recruit and retain our staff, working with Mr. Bassnight and his leadership, going into meetings with the 5-on-5, with the county commissioners, financial with Dave Clausen, Ms. Anna McGinnis. It's nothing that's done overnight. It takes time. And a couple years ago, the commissioners assisted us with an increase with our teacher supplement, which is the first time in many years that took place. Now we're back at the table again, going to our commissioners, and they've stepped up as always. And like I said, it does not happen overnight, but with the dedication with our current board, our administration and superintendent, and the current commissioners, it makes it work. And we can be there as a community and be proud of being and serving Dare County. So with that being said, do I have a motion on the floor to adjourn? Motion by Ms. Balance. Do I have a second? Second by Ms. Bothwell. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye. Any nays? We adjourn.